All right, welcome back. My name is Chike Okoli, and I will be guiding you towards the first real example of JavaScript. And before I go further, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification so that whenever I post a new video, you will be the first to know. And in the course of the lecture, if you have issues, if you have questions you need to ask, just leave them in the comment section. I need you to leave them in the comment section. Don't chat me up, don't send me mails, so that I can attend to everybody on the comment section. And also, when someone comes online and sees your comment, sees your question, maybe you have a similar question, they would have seen the example. And so let's get started with the most popular scripting language. And we're going to begin with how to use JavaScript in our web pages. There are 3 ways. Let's dive quickly into it. Thank you.
Okay, here we are right away. I'm sure you have been eager to start writing code. And straight away, and then this section, getting started, we'll be showing you how you can use JavaScript. There are 3 ways that JavaScript can be used. And to do that, let's go ahead and open our text editor. I use Dreamweaver. You can use whatever. You can use Notepad. You can use Notepad++, Sublime, whatever text editor you choose to use. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. It's very important. And if you have questions at the end of the course, we will leave assignments, and then make sure you do your assignment and submit the question and submit the answer at the comment section. Okay, so I'll just close this. And so here I'll call this getting started. Okay, to do that, I told you there are 3 ways we can use JavaScript, and the first one is to add JavaScript to your web page directly, and that's what we call the embedded method. And to do that, all you need to do is to open the script tag. I'll close it, and I'll just go ahead and declare a var and call it name. I'll say Chike Okoli. Then I'll go ahead and alert name. And so as you can see, I'll go ahead and save this. Getting started .html. Okay, let me go ahead and open the script. Getting started. So I will just right click and click on select open with. You don't have to go through that step. Okay, so here we are. And so what we're trying to explain is how we can use JavaScript. And like I told you, you can use JavaScript as an embedded code. And so that's what we just did. And so the next thing now, if you look at, I put this JavaScript at the bottom of the okay, this is this is in the head. Okay, I'll just go ahead and put it here. Okay, though if you put it in the elsewhere to work, but the ideal thing is for it to be at the bottom of the body tag. The reason is that if you put it in the head and you have a lot of JavaScript codes, most of those codes will have to run before it loads your HTML page, and it kind of slow down the page. And so it's always advisable to put it at the bottom of the closing tag, just before the closing tag of the body. And that way your page will load and it will not slow the operation of your web page. The second thing, the second way we use JavaScript is by calling it from an external JavaScript file, and that's called using an external linking. Okay, and to do that, I'll just go ahead and open a new file. You can open a new notepad. Me, I'll just Control N on my own from my own system, and so I'm going to take this all out. And so I'll just go ahead here and write the same code I have there. I'll go ahead and write the same code I have there. So I'm going to save this. Now you need to save the new page as a JavaScript file, and to do that I'll say my script. So you need to save it as a .js, my script.js. Okay, I'll click on save now. So I'm just gonna say the variable name equal to Toby Okoli. That's my wife's name, by the way. And so I'm gonna go and alert the name. Now if you see the difference between this and this first one, this one is enclosed in a script tag here, why this new one is not enclosed in any tag. Why? Because this one is embedded inside the HTML page, and for you to do that you need to let the browser know that, oh, what I'm trying to put between this section is an HTML is a JavaScript code. And so since this is a JavaScript file with a .js extension, automatically browser already knows that is a JavaScript file. Now look at what we did. I'm just going to go ahead and comment this out. I'm going to go ahead and comment this out. Okay, I'll just delete it. Now we have the HTML file and we have the JavaScript file. Now we need to connect this JavaScript file into the HTML file, and to do that you're going to open the script tag and close the script tag. Now give space. The next thing you need to type is xrc. That's a way of saying source. Now once you do that, you select the JavaScript file. Now this is important. So you see the open script tag. Now what we are saying is everything inside this script, inside this my script.js file, should be connected to the HTML. That's what we just did. And if we reload the page, now if we reload the page, you're going to see the output, and so you see Toby Okoli, and that's what we have inside the. Now just go ahead, change the name here to your name. So if your name is Maxwell, you can go ahead and change Maxwell Dayo. Okay, so when you do that and you load, and you reload the page, you see the name will change to Maxwell Dayo. This is very important. This is the most ideal way to use JavaScript. It's good you separate the JavaScript file from the HTML file, so that when you make, now imagine if you have multiple pages and you want to use JavaScript in all of those pages, and each time there is a change, you have to go to all those pages. So the most important thing is the best thing is to separate the JavaScript file from the main HTML document. That way you can be able to use it. Now another advantage of using an external listing is when the page is loading, that the browser loads the JavaScript file and catches it, so each time it doesn't have to load that over and over and over again. Now the last one I want to show you is how to place a JavaScript code inside a HTML element, and this method is called the inline method. And so I'm just going to go ahead and remove this completely, and inside the body I'm going to have a p tag, so you can create any say hello, click me. Okay, now you can go ahead and click and create any HTML element. You can create a button. Now what I want to do, I'll go ahead inside this and say on click. You're telling the browser, say on click, do this. Okay, say hello. All right, and so you can use this anywhere. I'll just go ahead and load this from the browser, reload this. Now if I click on this, you see it shows hello. Now you can do this on a button, so I'll go ahead and remove this and create a button. Any HTML element, you can actually use it with an underline, a border, a bold tag, just say click me, and so you just go ahead and click on click. You are saying on click equal to as we progress in the course of this tutorial, you will learn more on how to use hello I was clicked. Okay, so we'll go ahead and refresh that again. This is a button now. You see hello, and so those are the 3 key ways on how to use JavaScript. Like I said earlier, if you notice, the script element can be placed in the head tag or the body section of the HTML, but ideally script should be placed at the end of the section, just before the closing body tag. It will make your web page load faster, since it prevents obstruction of the initial rendering of the page. Alright, what's the difference between the client side and the server side? Client side script language such as JavaScript, Visual Basic Script, etc. are interpreted and executed by the browser, while server side scripting language such as PHP, ASP, Java, Python, Ruby, etc. don't mind me, runs on the web server, and the output sent back to the browser in HTML format. Simply put, client-side scripting like JavaScript runs on the browser, and server-side scripts runs and helps you to manipulate data in the database. And that's all, and see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.